your forecast first. Sponsored by Natex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Take a look at those clear blue skies on this Monday. That's the Roofing.net Bratcher weather camera. And really a nice day overall. The humidity levels down quite a bit and no storms. The cleanup blow for many areas over the weekend ongoing, I'm sure. And, well, unfortunately, we may have more severe weather later this week. But let's enjoy the nice weather we've got now. It's only 80 degrees in Champaign and barely a heat index. Feels like 81, 83 in Springfield. So all is good now, but there are some changes on the way. Enjoy this evening, though, as temperatures fall to the mid-60s. More about the heat, humidity, and more severe weather when we come back. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
The Champaign School District came up with a tentative plan for reopening in the fall, but after parents voiced concerns, is that what they'll ultimately present to the board tonight?
Oh, I think they need about 5 security guards every shift, morning, noon, and night.
It's the scene of at least 2 recent shootings. What one apartment complex is doing to try and silence the gunfire.
It would probably be a lot different than what we're used to.
Is it the first domino to fall? What college teams have made the call on what they're going to do?
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
I believe they should have did that a long time ago, actually.
But better late than never. An apartment complex in Champaign is adding some security upgrades. Good evening. I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Gramercy Park Apartments has been the site of 2 shootings so far this year. The complex is on West White Street. Now, some changes are on the way that will limit who can come and go. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting live in our newsroom. So, Courtney, are they doing this because of the violence?
Yeah, Jennifer, that's the question I asked them, but they wouldn't say if it was specifically for that. The only reason they would give for those changes are to stay competitive with other complexes. But either way, people living there say they're happy to see the difference.
If you drive along White Street, you may have noticed something new in the works at Gramercy Park. It comes in the form of new fencing and a front entrance booth. Alexis Jones visits the area a lot. She says the upgrades are a good idea.
I hope that this helps, because it is a lot of shooting going on and a lot of crazy stuff.
Just this year, there have been several shootings in the area around the apartment complex. 2 happened on their property. One of those killed James Coleman from Rantoul. Kanaya Johnson says these security changes may not be enough to help.
Oh, I think they need about 5 security guards every shift, morning, noon, and night. It's not me. I'm not worried. I'm just worried about these little kids out here.
A spokesperson says the additions will fence in the complex completely. A private security company will be manning this booth, and guests will have to check in before entering. People living there will have an access card, but they say those projects are just to, quote, remain competitive in the market. LaShawn Adams says she's just excited something is being done.
You don't want your kids outside when they're shooting, so, I mean, we've been outside when I've heard shots before, early in the morning, so, yeah, they definitely need to get security guards out here.
Gramercy is also adding upgrades to their parking lot, power washing their buildings, and installing a new sidewalk. They say all upgrades should be finished within the next few weeks. Live in the newsroom, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Courtney, thank you. Police have since arrested Keith Baker for killing James Coleman. The 24-year-old turned himself into police. Investigators say a fight happened during a gathering, and it eventually led to Coleman being killed. Champaign police are still investigating after a man was shot in the head over the weekend. It happened at an apartment building on Valley Road near Hessel Park. Officers say the victim was heading down a hallway when 2 people in masks started firing from a stairwell door. No arrests have been made. The victim is currently in critical condition. And this is a follow-up. Jury selection started today for a man charged in a toddler's death. Anthony Myers was charged with murder and endangering the life of 2-year-old Tanaja Barnes. Barnes was found dead in a Decatur home last year. She died from cold exposure, dehydration, malnourishment, and environmental neglect. Her mother, Twanica Davis, pleaded guilty to her murder. She's serving 20 years. And an update, Champaign parents have lots of questions about the school district's reopening plans, and some could get answered tonight. The school board is meeting right now and is supposed to give a presentation on those plans. WCIA3's Jen Lask is live now out there outside the meeting. So what are some of the concerns you're hearing from parents?
Well, Jennifer, there are parents that are waiting outside right now to be able to go in and ask questions. One of the biggest ones that they want to know is what happens if someone in the in-person learning program, whether it's a student or a teacher, comes down with COVID-19. Now, the district is offering a choice of that blend of in-person learning and virtual learning or a full virtual academy. Parents want to know who will be teaching the virtual academy classes and what the ratio of students to teachers will be in that scenario. They also want to know what happens to classes like band and choir, and if students who are learning from home will still be able to get an education in the arts. As for that in-person blended learning, junior high and high school students will have a blend with 2 days a week in person. In elementary schools, the plan that they announced says that all students choosing the in-person learning will have classes in person 5 days a week, a decision that some parents are worried about. Now, I'll be watching the presentation tonight, and if you have any other questions about it as well, you can email us, news@WCIA.com, so that we can find out and get some answers for you. Live in Champaign, Jen Lask, WCIA3, your local news leader.
It was definitely the topic of conversation in Champaign over the weekend. All right, we'll see what comes out of tonight at 10. Thank you. Illinois was hurting for teachers before the pandemic hit, but some fear we could be in for even more trouble this school year. The State Board of Education keeps a running total of unfilled positions on their website. Right now, there are more than 4,800 vacancies statewide. That list is scheduled to be updated in October. Several schools in, for example, the Springfield district are hiring right now. A virtual job fair for the Ball-Chatham district will be held on Wednesday. And bus drivers are also in demand around the state. Champaign has several openings, so does Springfield. First Student is hiring experienced and non-experienced drivers. A school district employee in Logan County has tested positive for the coronavirus. Mount Pulaski officials say the person has had contact with other staff and students. The employee has been self-quarantined since taking the test last week. Those who've been in contact have been notified. For more information, just go to our website, WCIA.com. And the 7-day positivity rate in Illinois is back up to 3%. As of last night, more than 1,300 people are still in the hospital. There are 880 new cases in the state. That makes almost 155,000 total. 6 more people have died. There are almost 7,200 deaths. The Danville Public Library has been shut down for 3 days after a staff member there tested positive. Library officials say the person had minimal contact with the public. Out of caution, the library will be closed through Wednesday. They'll be cleaning during that time. He's the attorney who sued the governor over his stay-at-home order, why he is now taking on the IHSA. And also tonight, the nickname Redskins has been retired in the NFL. So does that make a difference when it comes to Sullivan?
And as we look outside and recap the day, high temperatures, very comfortable and below average, 82, a nice 59 this morning. But while it is briefly cooler now, soon it's going to feel like 100 degrees again. We've also going to talk about severe weather chances in the forecast coming up.